Hey, welcome back! Sorry for the long break in Taylor Swift content, but we are heading back into the Lover House now. I had not given up. It was just, just a little break. But yeah, today we are heading into the green room. We're going to make the green room, and we're going to make a Taylor version in green. Now, for this, normally we'd pick the Eras Tour outfit that goes with the room, but this is her debut album, and she doesn't do a set from her debut, her self-titled album. So Millie said, pick the green version of the surprise song set, because sometimes she does some of her initial songs in there. So the base for this is actually her 1989 set outfit, the two-piece sparkly one, which is so pretty. We've already done it in blue for the blue room, but for this one we're going to do green, and then she puts like this nice frilly filmy overlay over it, and we're going to have to see if we can make that. But first up, we make the two-part sparkly set, right? So I have done some painting and some glitterating, which is a fabulous word, which one of you guys actually came up with. And this is what we have for the base. It's so sparkly. I love it. It is shedding glitter everywhere. But for the soft, filmy, flowy, frilly dress over the top, I'm actually going to use a skirt piece, which I made out of, face mask material, because it's just slightly more durable than paper, and it sheds less or frays less than material does, and I've painted it in green, so that looks okay. That actually works quite nicely. I could have done like several layers of this to create the layers of frills, but I was too lazy, and I thought this was enough. I think that this actually looks fine. For her top, we've got a little bit of an idea of the glittery underlay, and then the crossover top, got the dropped frill sleeves as well, which Millie said I should put one of them like up on her shoulder, because she's always such an adorable doofus and she's putting her arms through it. She gets stressed in it, and it's like the sleeves are always in weird places, but no, it'd be nice to have it where it's supposed to be for now. But I just thought it was such a cute detail. So we've got the outfit. I think it works quite nicely. Put on the headpiece that I have painted previously for the other Taylor Swifts that I've already done, which is actually a Stephanie base, like from the old days, Stephanie face, and I've just added a little bit of winged eyeliner and changed up her lips for the iconic red lipstick. And I think that this looks really, really great for the surprise outfit. Now, she also needs her album cover, which I'm now putting in, I'm now putting in each of the rooms as a poster. So I need to, when she actually does a Taylor's version of her debut album, I'll change that over. All right, so for the other Eras mini dolls that I've done, I've made a custom guitar to go with this. So I love the Koi guitar so much, but her guitar for this has actually got like this bite chunk taken out of it, and I couldn't figure out an easy way to do that at the moment. And also for her surprise set, it's her acoustic set, and she has the most beautiful piano with flowers painted all on the back, and it's like been decoupaged as well for the actual Eras tour. But I'm just going to paint the flowers on the back of the one that I make. I'm not going to get too fancy. That's going to be hard enough. But first up, we need to make this piano. So it's a nice dark brown, rusticy kind of style, older version of piano. It's not shiny. It's not sleek. It's just really, really pretty. It's pretty and cottagecore and acoustic, and it's gorgeous. So we've got our feet on, we've got our pedals, we've got the board, the keyboard all ready to go. Got some nice intricate molding for the front leggy kind of bits going up, because hers has that too. It's not quite, her piano is quite a low one. It's an upright, but it's not a full upright, and I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do that and then put the back on. I could probably just I could stop it there. No, I don't know. We'll just do it here. And we've got a little jumper stud on the top to put her microphone on. Now on the back, I've got outward facing studs to put my panels that I have previously painted, my brown tiles with the flowers and the vines, and it's just, I tried to do this on camera so I could show you, and I just had to go back and do it so many times. Painting is not my forte. I get there in the end, but it is not an efficient process. But anyway, it looks really pretty in the end, and I'm really, really thrilled with it. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, so on the top, we need her microphone stand, which kind of comes out. So this little bendy arm will do nicely for that. And then if we put the microphone in, I could have made her a custom microphone, but I think she's just using a black one for this set. Is she? I'm not sure. I'm going to turn that around and see if, there we go. That sits a bit better. That sits much better. Now I think that this is still actually, see, we can put that on there as music stand. I don't even think she doesn't use the music stand, obviously. I could take that away and make the whole thing a lot lower, but then I wouldn't be able to fit the panels on the back. I'm just going to leave it as it is. At the moment, she's standing behind there where really she should conceivably be sitting, but it's fine. It's all about, well, the extra paint on the side. It's all about the flowers on the back. I think it works. I think it works enough. I'm just in love with the flowers. Anyway, all right, so on to the green room. The green room, right. This has like escaped from the 20s, this style room. I'm enjoying doing these rooms, but they're 100% different to how I would normally build. Okay, on the back wall, there's actually, or in front of the back wall, there's actually this little tiny brown table, but we're not going to have room to put a table in there, so I'm going to put these little tiny outwardy ledge bit things to give the idea of a couple of table lamps sitting on top of them, because they are really, really integral to this particular scene. They kind of draw the eye. They're really important. So we're going to put these into the wall. So we're going to plug them into the wall with the little prong from the tap. And yeah, then they'll appear to be sitting on that little tiny ledge, and it's just the idea of it, because this is such a tiny space. If you watch my other builds, the rooms for these, they're kind of not playable. They're kind of just for looking at, because you're trying to put a lot of detail into a very small space, and a lot of it just has to be the idea of what the detail is going to be. Okay, so I'm popping these onto the wall, and then they will just sit nicely on the top of that little ledge, and we've got our table. Yeah, table lamps. All right, now the whole room, the wallpaper is really, really important, I think, for this. So I'm getting out my washi tape. I've actually had a go with my different styles, my different colors and patterns of washi tape. This one's like kind of perfect. The pattern is correct. The color of the green is wrong. When you put it on the brick, this is why I'm showing you how different they look. When you put it on the brick, the pattern goes away. So that one doesn't work quite as well for what I want, even though the actual shape of it, like the diamond shape, is perfect. But I do have the same washi tape with black. So if I put this on the green brick, is enough green? No, see that now there's not enough green poking through. So I'm gonna go with an entirely different pattern, but it still makes that kind of diamondy shape. And when I put this on the green brick, the green shows through enough that, and because the wallpaper's also kind of like that light green, but the pattern is dark, and this works better. It shouldn't, like the idea of it isn't that shouldn't work, but it does. It actually does work very, very nicely. The best out of those three options. It's funny, what you think's going to work first doesn't always work. So I always like to have a backup plan, or just keep trying different stuff. So normally I would cut these with a razor to cut them with on a cutting mat, but you can just cut them with scissors, doesn't matter. And then if you have anything overhanging, you just tuck it underneath. Nobody's going to see. So now we've got a little bit of the wallpaper here. We need more, obviously. So I've got some nicer, bigger bricks, nice big bricks that we can pop up here on either side behind the lamps. And we've got some forward-facing studs in the middle, because she's got a picture of her cat, or one of her cats. And we're going to put that on the wall. And we actually have a perfect one that Lego provided from Harry Potter Center. I'm not going to say which one, because then it'll be tainted for you, or who owned it. But it's perfect. It's got the pink bow. It's the depiction of a white cat. All right, so okay. On either side, we have got windows with curtains, or you just assume there are windows behind there. So we're going to make these in the same sort of like exactly the same style idea as the purple room. So we've got the lines from the white bricks going down to give the idea of the curtains falling down, and then darker on the background. But I don't have dark green tiles to make the like outsidey bit of the curtains, so I'm using lighter green just to contrast, and it doesn't really matter. I think it would be perfect if we had darker, but the light green works okay. You wouldn't think it would, but yeah, well, once we put everything in a situ, it will look fine. Once we put all the different shades of green in, it will be fine. Sometimes you just got to go with what you've got. And yeah, okay, so now we're backfilling, because I've done the important bits from the front. Now we just fill out those holes in the back. So these 1x1 bricks to go up here, and same thing for the other side. And I'm going to leave the rest of that alone just for the moment, because we're going to start working on the furniture for the inside. So first up, really, really big key part is the couch in the middle. Big, long, luxurious looking kind of leathery couch. And it's got all these pillows with patterns on them. I'm going to use these particular pillow patterns, that's really hard to say, from one of the elf sets. They work nicely. They're going to hold these bits together, and the dark green goes very nicely here too, because Yeah, no, it just does. It just does. I don't have a because. So let's find out how we're going to do this. So we put these in because I want the rounded over. It's all very round and like luxurious looking. Oh my goodness, the alliteration is absolutely beating me today. Yeah, so not hard edges. Everything's round and smooth, but also, yeah, luxe. So let's put this bit on the back. I'm going to put some couch cushions on. So if we put these little forward facing bricks here, we can pop the little angledy bits too, those little floaty things, and then we can stick some tiles on them, some 2x1 tiles, which would be perfect if I had them in that new like rounded tic-tac shape. Yeah, that would be perfect for that because this one's a little bit sharp-edged for my liking, but it does the job. It's fine. All right, more rounded edges on the back, and then just filling in the spaces that I have left. We got the right shape, so now we're just backfilling. Dark brown legs on this. We might take that up another tile, but let's get the back done first. I think, yeah, smooth over the top back. This is not the most substantial couch, but that's fine. It'll be fine when we pop it in. Yeah, let's take that up another plate. That looks better. All right, okay, let's pop this into its place, nice and centrally onto the base plate here. I think that's right. I think, yeah, that's as far back as we want it to go. And that's why we couldn't have fitted, does that actually fit with the sticky out things? Yeah, it does. We couldn't have actually fitted a table behind that, but now we have the idea of a table. Now we do have a little, what do you call it, coffee table in front. And on the coffee table, there is a bird. There's a glass bird, which would be absolutely perfect because we do have a little bird mold. But we don't have it in see-through green glass. But I reckon if Lego ever made this set, they already have the mold ready to go. So for now, I'm just depicting it with some of the translucent green pieces that we have, popping this in here. Yeah, I don't think I can sit anyone on that couch with that coffee table so close, but that couch is not for sitting. It's for lounging lengthways on. Right, so on either side, or over here, we've got a whole forest of stuff. So there's this big kind of pot, like fancy pot. So we're going to use this is the fancy pot, and then just make lots and lots of foliage to fill this space. And there's also a fireplace over here too. So let's angle it so that it goes forwards, and that's going to help it fill the space too, rather than it just being vertical up. So yeah, it's going to look like it's encroaching upon the couch, which is kind of what it does. Yeah, which is what it does in the actual room too. Here we got fireplace. In front of that, there's actually a little tiny spot for spare wood. So we're going to pop some of that in front. Is there even going to be room? Yeah. I mean, that doesn't quite fit properly, but it'll stay on enough. Yeah, let's do the fireplace now and then cover it and see what, like in foliage, and see what else we need to pop in. So fireplace, it's quite it's not a sleek modern one. It's more ornate and not quite old worldy, but yeah, it's definitely a luxury kind of looking one, very fancy. So we've got our little scroll work bits over the front, and I think that's good. That's a good height. And then on the top are like kind of just some random things. So we'll put a plant on here, but there's also a little pot. Oh, knocked out the flame. It's gone. Put it back in. I'll put a little pot in that like bright green color, so that'll kind of also accent. It'll work as an accent with the window hangings for the curtains. All right, and then some more foliage. Let's see how much more foliage we can fit in over here to make the little foresty look. It really just looks like an out of control forest. So let's see, I'm gonna make there's another one at the front in a different kind of fancy pot. So let's do one that's different pot as the one at the back, but same sort of idea on making the foliage angled forwards. It's not it's very tippy. Yeah, I don't know if this is all going to fit, so looks good though. So let's pop it in, and we might just have to turn stuff, like turn some of those little fronds around. That bit goes... then I need to figure out how to make it a little bit more stable. No, I'm just going to leave it alone. All right, and that goes in here, and then we can just kind of turn stuff around. Nice! We've got our little frondy forest. Okay, backfilling. Let's put in some walls. I think we've got enough here. No, we need one more. Walls to get up the side. of the fireplace. We're also going to need wallpaper around here too, so I've got some pieces that I've prepared. Nobody's going to see what's behind here, so we're not putting any wallpaper down here. And get it up to the height of the fireplace. Very nice. And then the same thing at the front too. And then we can put just a plate along to tie all of that in together, or a couple of plates, because I don't have one plate that's long enough to go all the way along there. And then, yeah, wallpaper time, I think. Oh, I missed a bit over here. So we want that to line up when we put another one height of brick on. So let's get these in. We've got a nice big long brick here. Nobody's going to see this corner bit, so we can just put like a 1x1 brick in here. Another plate to tile this in. Oh, we need a little forward-facing bit so that we can put the album cover up here as a poster on the wall. I think that's a good place to have it. Some more wallpaper. We'll make that go around the corner too. And then, yeah, look at that. That's just, I reckon we could nestle it down. Nice, it's nestled in amongst the forest. Okay, all right, so now there's another little seat in the front, which is just such a gorgeous shape. But if I want to try and create that shape, like that single armchair in Lego, it has to bulk out a lot more. And we don't have, I did try, but I had to go with a really basic, when I was designing this, I had to go with a really basic idea for a chair because otherwise it just doesn't fit in the space. So this way we've got the chair, like it's kind of a compromise between the two worlds. We've got the chair in the space and it looks good. It's not quite as fancy as I wanted it to be, but it's fine. All right, over here, let's get the walls in. And then we will worry about that drum set. I mean, the drum set's not worried. The drum set should be nice and easy because we can actually just use the one that came from Andrea's house and just change up the color scheme. Okay, walls and oh, there's also a door on this wall. I'm ignoring it completely because I don't have a green door. We're just going to add more wallpaper, and I even tried to match up the patterning on the wallpaper here so that it would look nice. Gonna have a little forward-facing stud bit here too somewhere because on that wall. Do these match? No, I've done something wrong somewhere. Hold on, I've put one of these bricks somewhere. I think that one over here is next to the cat picture. I think, there we go. That's better. There we go. I went to a lot of trouble to make sure the wallpaper lined up. I want to make sure it looks good. Okay, all right. So we do need forward-facing studs here to put another ornament on the wall, because on the wall is this old kind of brass. Yeah, it's a sculpture kind of thing. And in the Orient Express, there's actually this fantastic wood paneling. Yeah, this sticker actually came out of the Orient Express, so it's perfect for this spot. Absolutely perfect. All right, more wallpaper along the back, and then I think we might be at the right height. Right, let's do the drum kit now. Now, as I said before, this is actually just the same design of the drum kit from Andrea's house, so if you're looking for the instructions for this, you can just, copy it completely. That's what I've done from the instructions, and you can have a look at them on the app, and I've just changed the color scheme over so that it's all black, and then the upright bits here are silver, or grey because we don't have silver uprights, and gold hi-hats, cymbal-y things. There we go. Nice and simple. I mean, that's all we need. That's all we need. Now, we have to make sure, yeah, it does fit in the space. It does just. So if we pop it on there, it's kind of pushing against the wall a bit much. I wonder if I move this over just like one stud, and then maybe I can attach the drum kit on, breaking the foliage everywhere. Attach it on maybe from a different attachment point, maybe from the edge rather than the middle. No, middle's good. No, edge. Yep, that looks really good. That sits in the space really nicely. So it's kind of floating though, so I'm going to put a 2x1 tile underneath it, just simply for aesthetics. That's not necessary, but it just looks nicer. Now, she cannot fit in here anywhere. Oh yeah, she can. She can stand behind the drum kit. Perfect. But let's get her out now because we're not finished and she's putting glitter everywhere. Okay, putting our nice smooth topping along the top with a couple of jumper studs to attach this when we eventually do make it part of the whole Lover house. So I haven't even thought about how I'm going to make all these rooms into it, but I'll figure it out when we get there. Yeah, good. Okay, this looks great. I love the style. I love the wallpaper. I just love how easy it is to make patternings on things with washi tape, but I love my piano. I'm really, really proud of the painting. I did not think I would be able to do it. Got there in the end. Persevered. All right, so we've got the green debut album room for the Lover house. Let's slot them all in, see what they're going to look like eventually when I finally get to all of them. Which room am I going to do next? I mean, I think It's going to be the red or the orange room. Millie's really keen for me to do Reputation, which is the attic, I think. But she also, her favourite is Midnight, so... But that's kind of like the backdrop. I wonder how... I might just have to do an outfit for Midnight's. Anyway, so many things to do. I'm just going to bumble along doing it one bit at a time, and eventually it'll all come together. It will. All right, so make sure you subscribe for more quality content like this one today as I make stuff up as I go along. Click the notification bell and check back in because there's more stuff going up intermittently and all the time. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.